you want to measure somebody's life and by people they touched and what good things they did, then well, she's eternal, you know?
For J.R. Vitale, the pain of losing his sister Cassandra is still raw. But despite the pain, he's hoping the truth about her life might save someone else.
It hurts a lot. Yeah, it hurts a lot.
We first introduced you to Cassandra Vitale in 2012, less than a month after Hurricane Sandy devastated Ortley Beach. As the storm raged up the coast, Vitale was on her way to the Jersey Shore from Florida, without a solid plan, but hoping to help.
Nothing was going to stop her. Nothing did stop her.
Cassandra and JR grew up in Beechwood, less than 10 miles away from Ortley Beach. Within days of the storm, then 26-year-old Cassandra had finagled her way back into Ortley, creating a group of volunteers who called themselves the Bucket Brigade, hauling supplies directly to Sandy's victims.
She knew what we needed before we even knew what we needed.
The real-time needs are what's important to me.
JR says his sister rarely left the town. She'd sleep in her van, wake up, run to warehouses, supermarkets, and donation centers, then spend the day making sure residents had what they needed.
She goes big, and that's how she does it. And she thinks that she has an agenda that this is what's got to be done. It's what's going to get done.
Cassandra spent more than a year volunteering on the barrier island. As the need for supplies petered out, however, by early 2014, there was a shift in Cassandra's life.
She had a void to fill. And unfortunately, when Sandy slowed down, I guess the heroin kind of took over.
JR admits that both he and his sister began using heroin. Both were deep in their addiction until summer 2014, when JR landed a new job and realized he needed to get clean for his 7-year-old daughter, Ruby.
I did it and I cleaned up.
Cassandra later checked into rehab. She had been in recovery up until recently, working and renting a home in Florida. Then on Saturday came the phone call that shattered JR's world. Cassandra had been found dead of an overdose.
I had her for 29 years as a sister. And my daughter never got to really fully know her.
For those who lived close to where Cassandra had originally set up after the storm, the news of her passing is just crushing. One woman told me it seemed particularly unfair that a young woman who worked so hard to improve other people's lives was taken so soon.
It was just amazing to have a group of people to come and be there during that time. She surely will be missed.
The Vitale family tells us they wanted to share Cassandra's story to allow people to see the face of the heroin epidemic that continues to plague New Jersey.
I don't know if it'll help somebody. Maybe it'll keep helping somebody.
The Bucket Brigade is in the process of planning a public memorial service for Cassandra this September. Beside the ocean, on the sands of the Jersey Shore she loved so much, family and friends gathered to remember Cassandra Vitale.
I'm walking up the boardwalk, seeing kind of the formal setup, a podium, kind of a memorial portrait. It's kind of what you've been avoiding this whole time, which is the reality of the loss.
Vitale came to be recognized as a Sandy warrior after the storm devastated the shore in 2012. The spunky Jersey girl was living in Florida at the time, but raced back to her home state when she heard of the destruction the storm had caused.
She forced her way through police barricades and National Guard barricades and took on the fight and said, I'm here to help and I want to help, and that's exactly what she did.
She ended up creating a volunteer organization known as the Bucket Brigade, which supplied countless storm victims free supplies.
Her and I rode around handing out gloves and masks and shovels and cleaning bags.
Vitale's volunteer work went far beyond just supplies, however. Her setup in Ortley became a sort of refuge from the chaos that Sandy had left behind.
A lot of it was just sitting and listening and letting them kind of put out there what it was that they were feeling.
Vitale died of a heroin overdose on July 31st, less than a week after her 29th birthday. Her family shared with us that she had been struggling with addiction for more than a year. At the Beachside Memorial, however, friends and family recalled the positive impact she made during one of the worst disasters New Jersey has ever seen.
It's a testament to how many lives she touched and how much she did, and that's how I choose to remember. It's a great thing she did.